Hello there, good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We are winging it on Wednesday. Yay! I have pulled out, and I've called it different things, but it's the Fine Art Floral Monkey Cut Kit that I'm going to be playing with today. We have had that out before, but I'm bringing it back to play with it. There's so much to do with it and lots of fun, so I thought I would bring it back. Also, on yesterday when I was on, I said our big sale starts today, and I thought it was noon. I'm not really good at that Mountain Time Central Time thing, and actually it's starting now at 2 o'clock, so watch me for a bit, and then you can go in and do a little shopping if you'd like. Hello, Cindy. So welcome. So anybody that's on, let me know you're on. Chat with me. If you're watching later on YouTube, chat with me. If there's something you want to see, share the video if you like the video. I would appreciate that. So we're going to get started on this. I have class going. I had class this morning, and I have class this afternoon at 3 o'clock. So in between there, we're gonna play. So I'm excited to bring this. If you want to look in your mini catalog, that's what this is from. Page 32, 33, and 34 shows the Fine Art Floral Suite, and that's what we're playing with today. So I will go ahead and turn the camera around, and we'll see what comes next. We'll see what happens. I never know. Just cross your fingers and hope it all goes well. So I'm going to turn the camera around. So you'll go for a little ride. You see all my embellishments there. Here we go. And I will line this up, make it a little bigger. So what I have on there is my stamping journey. So that's my website. We have a March hostess code. So if you copy this code, if you want to go in and shop today, go directly to shop, because it's all sales are while supplies last. So if you would use that hostess code, I would appreciate it. Today we're playing with the Fine Art Floral, which is $40. You get a half a pack of the designer paper, a quarter pack of the acetate sheets, 2 yards of ribbon, 10 envelopes, cardstock, 2 each of 12 colors. Yes, 12 colors, plus white cardstock, painted texture 3D embossing folder, which we owe to some people. Right now it is unavailable. But when it does become available, if you order the kit for $40, we will get that embossing folder to you. So never fear, the whole kit will come near. So here we go. We're playing with, here's the Fine Art Floral in the catalog. So that's what we're playing with. I'm going to move that off to the side. So I have the Monkey Cut Kit. Here is the set. In the past, I've kind of played a little bit with the set that it goes with, but I thought it would be fun to kind of match up the set and the dies with the kit, so you know what is made to kind of go together. So here's my Monkey Cut Kit. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to play with some colors. I thought what we would do today also is play with the sheets, the pre-embossed, the acetate sheets. So, because these match up with this, let's see here, this goes just like that. It'll match up with the flowers. So there we go, that matches up. Now when you have these sheets, one side is gold, one side is silver, which is really fun. On these you wouldn't want to use the silver side because it wouldn't match up with your paper. But there is a protective covering that needs to be pulled off. So don't forget to take that off. Ta-da, it's like magic. Ooh, and then it's shiny and beautiful. So what I'm going to do on this one is, I know that this is where this matches. So I'm lining up my flowers and my acetate sheet. I'm going to move this over. So on the other ones, the ones that you'll get, the Monkey Cut Kit that you'll get, the sheet will be cut so that it matches with this piece of your cardstock, your designer paper. So for this one, I am going to mark this here, and I'll cut it. I'm just going to do a little tracing here. I'm tracing around the acetate sheet, and then I can put that. I'm going to cut my cardstock So I'm going to bring in my cutter and do this. I'm going to cut this here. We'll just cut it all the way down. And I'm going to cut it here so that it matches my acetate sheet here. So we're going to start out with this little highlight. I'm going to put this on, line it up there. Might have to cut a little bit more off, kind of fine tune it. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it on, and then I'm going to cut I'm going to cut the rest of this off here. So what I'm going to do is put my glue dots here on my flowers. I'm just going to put some randomly on the flowers to hold it in place. There we go. I'm just pressing down on my glue dots so that I will have it all adhered correctly. Let's see here. There's another flower. Okay. Let's move that over. Let's take this, and I'm just going to line it up here with my flowers. There. Press that on. And now I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it with my cutter. Yes, it goes right through this. So I might not have it on there exactly straight. That's okay. There's one part. And we're going to cut this top part. Let's see here. I got that at 4 inches. There. Can use that for a window sheet because it's just plain. And then I have some little edges. I think those I'll just cut off here with my paper snips so that I have a nice squared off piece of. So I'm working with a focal point, right? I decided I wanted to use these because we hadn't used it before on the last video I did using this set. And so I wanted to show you how this works with your sheets, with the acetate sheets. There we go. So now I have a focal point on some card. So what am I going to do with it? I don't know. We're going to have to play. We're going to have to see where we want to put it. A lot of this paper has this beautiful like paintbrush look on here. Hence the embossing folder that comes with makes it look like paint, brushed paint. So I'm going to kind of divvy into split up my kit a little bit here and look around at some of the colors and the options I have. So I have, these are all layers that are cut for me ahead of time. I'm going to put that here. And then here's the paper. So I have it flower side up. I'm going to look at the back side and see what I like to put this on. So they have so many beautiful colors. I'm thinking I might like it on here, and I might line that with a darker color, but I sort of like that combination. Let's see what else I can find. Here's a darker. I think it pops more on this light color, so I think that's what we're going to end up going with, I'll tell you. And I like that it pulls out the pinks, right? These all have more. That's the same thing. These have more blue, but you can see how you get the varied colors. And on this one, because it's all like swipes, but I still like the lighter. I think it stands out a little bit better on that lighter color. So we're going to go with that. And I think I'm going to line this so that it stands out a little bit more. So I might steal one of my liners here and pop that up and get it a little bit more. Because see, if I put this underneath here and I cut it just to make it, that's going to make it really pop. Really, really look nice. Let's see here. Let's give it some other options. Give me some other options. I don't think the green. So this is what I do on Wingin' It. I just kind of am figuring out what I want to do as I go along. So you just hear me chatting to myself a lot. So I like that, but maybe I want to pull out a little bit of the green. Maybe I want this behind if I have two of them, but pull out a little bit of this mossy meadow, which I love. Oh, that kind of anchors it a little bit different, right? Now, let's see if I have two. If I don't have two of the Poppy Parade, I might go with a different base there. So I'm just kind of going through all my colors I have. And we have the Flirty Flamingo. Let's see if I like that underneath here. Sometimes I cut them up. Sometimes I use them just whole like that. That's kind of interesting with that. And then if I go here, I'm not wild about that. I am not wild about that. That is not going to work for me. So let's look at this. How about this pale? This is a little bit too pink maybe for this piece. We're going to go with the pale petal pink. And like that. And then on the base, I think I would go back to the green. Let's see here. To the mossy meadow. And pull that up here again too. So like this, like that, like that. And then perhaps some words across using Mossy Meadow ink. So let me measure this up. Love the grid for this. So I'm just going to put it in the corner here so I know what to cut my layering, my mat out for. So it's like 2.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to cut this. This is, let's see here. So we're going to go 4 1/4. And I'll keep these for later. By 2.5, right? 2.5, yes. Okay. There we go. 4 1/4 by 2.5. That is going to make this go underneath here and pop that piece out. Here's this. I like the soft. The soft with this bold green I think is pretty. I like pink and green. I like some different color combinations. So this would go like this, like that. What do you think? Now, this die set has some great words on it that cuts out just want to say, but I don't want to cover up so much of this because I think it's so pretty. So maybe what we're going to do, this die set also has these cool little dies for words. So depending on what we want to say, let's pull this out. And I have some perfect pieces that are in the kit for writing verses on. So I'm going to pull this out, and I might put a little strip underneath the verse. So I'm just going to pull out that matching coordinating piece. So sorry if I'm getting lighter or talking not as loud. I'm thinking on my feet here. So what should we say? I'm thinking of you. I just think that's so pretty. We can say happy birthday inside if we'd like, but I think we'll pull this out. So I always pull off the sheet off the whole thing. You can see I've used some bold colors. I put the liner, the cover, inside my case so I don't lose it on my desk, which is so very possible. And we're going to say, I'm thinking of you. No, we're going to say you are lovely, and then we'll say happy birthday inside. That way, I think I can use this smaller. No, I guess that's not small enough. Let's see here. It'd be a thank you. Thank you or best wishes. I'm just lining up to see what this will cut out. Good luck. Well, we're going to go with You're Lovely. I just think that's nice. I like that. We talked about that. When we don't, in America, I think, we don't use that lovely thing as much. And I just think it's such a nice thing to say. You are lovely. You are so lovely. I'm just going to pop that down. And I'm going to pull out the Mossy Meadow. So I'm bringing up the green again. Again, I like to have my verses bold so that they stand out. That's what you want to say. That's what the card's all about. So I'm just going to stamp this in my Mossy Meadow and put it right there. Ta-da. Okay, and now since I have a nice small piece, we can pull in the mini mighty cutter. I love the mini cutter. It is a mighty cutter. So I'm going to put my words here. I'm going to take my die cut here and just kind of center that. In fact, maybe what we're going to do is let's try to customize the cut here. So we're going to go like this. So I have it way off to the side. So I have that bigger piece there. I'm going to cut it like that. We're going to try something. I'm not sure if it'll work. I haven't tried this before. I've tried it with other ones where you customize the cut here. Let's see. So I want it like this, but I'd like it a little bit shorter. So I think I'm going to line this up on the back side so that I have it all lined up with my die, but I'm going to move it over so that it's custom cut, right? So I want it to go like this. So there we go. I might take, let's see here. There we go. It's going to stay. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move. There we go. I just want to make sure it doesn't move around on the back side. And we're going to custom cut this a little bit shorter. Cross your fingers, folks. Let's hope that it works for me. Ta-da! Yeah. So there we go. We got a custom cut. I cut off a little bit of it just because I don't want to cover up so much of my pretty base on my card. So there we go. You did a custom cut. That's how you do it. When it works, it's so good. When it works when you're live, it's so good. Let's see here. So I'm just lining it up to see. Before I glue everything down, I'm like a fussy budget. I kind of like to line it up and make sure it's exactly as I want it. There. This will be centered there. I like this offset so that you have an area where your words are going to go here, so they're not covering up too much. But perhaps we need a little something behind here to make the words stand out a bit more. And that's just a little like that. I like that. Let's try one other thing. Let's try, if I can find the darker strip here. Let's try here. So, okay, the question is petal pink for this background behind my words, or this is going to make it a much bolder if I would use the Mossy Meadow strip. Mossy Meadow. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that. I like that. Okay, a little more bold. Makes it stand out, and yet it doesn't draw away. This is very subtle background. Doesn't take away from the pretty, the paper looks lovely, and doesn't take away from this floral with the gold accent on it. Okay, So to get this custom, I'm just going to glue this down. Lisa, I did not get a new glue today. You're so proud of me. There we go. Put that down. There. Bring in my handy dandy paper snips. And I want it pretty close, so I'm just covering it. It's nice that this die is perfect for a 1/4 inch that's left over, and we have all those little pieces here. So let's glue this together, then we can work on the inside. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this pretty. Look at how lovely that is. Like, that's really pretty too. Hate to cover that up, right? But I don't think I like the more. I think it draws away from this, and this is my focal point. So while this is quite lovely, we are going to glue it down. That's why you get more paper. So you can use both sides. Here we go. Okay. Little bit of glue goes a long way. My favorite green glue. So it's so hard to decide sometimes which side to use, because when it's also pretty, oh, let's get this straight, that would be good. When it's also pretty, it's really, but the more paper you buy, the more sides you have. So it works out okay. I still don't have that straight. I have to move it over this way a little. There we go. Okay. I have a little tickle. I have a tickle today. That's not good. I'm going to cut this a little bit. I got a little hair. I got to straighten it out here. That bothers me. There we go. There. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go on here. This piece. So I already attached the acrylic to my designer paper, and I like this one is nice. This would have probably looked nice on the background too, but I like this with a little bit of a pattern. It's subtle enough, but it gives a little interest without having it embossed or anything. There we go. Let's get that on there. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto my base. This piece, because it's a focal point, I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. There we go, hopping along there. So this can go straight down. Ta-da. So I have a new sheet of dimensionals though. Okay, so new dimensionals, where do you start? I just pop them in the middle. I start anywhere. I've talked about this before. I know some people that, you know, you have to go in rows, and I'm pretty haphazard. I just pick them up from wherever. Whatever comes out easy, that's where I'm going to get it from. I'm not fussy about that. Fussy about some things, but not that. Not that one. Okay, let's move this. Take off my little layers. I really got carried away the other day. I made so many and I didn't glue them on. So Friday, when I come for my follow-up, I'll show you the cards that I started and didn't finish, gluing them together. We'll bring that in so you can see it all. And this, I'm just kind of looking to get a kind of a same border along here. And then this one is going to go part way over here, so we can put some adhesive on there. But I'm going to put glue dots on this end that's dimensionals, I believe. I'm sorry. This end that's going to be hanging over. There. And I'm going to use the little bit of green glue on here. There. Now if I don't get it on my fingers. And then I'm going to go sort of right here where there's nothing, a little bit, so I'm not covering up too much. And I'm trying to decide if I go all the way over. I think I am. I'm going to go all the way over to the edge. There, to the edge of the designer paper. Ta-da! Well, there we go. You are lovely. I like that. I like the subtle background. Now, of course, we have to do the inside. So I have another piece of this paper here for my liner, the petal pink. I'm gonna move that over. Here's one of my, they always have what they call the guts cut out and ready for you to use here. So there we go. And let's make it a birthday card, but I cut off some of the pieces here. So when I trim that up, I have this piece left. And I think I'm going to put that right in there because the words are pretty small. The happy birthday is not real wide, and that sort of just follows the pattern and matches. So we're going to put that inside. I'm going to pull out my happy birthday right here. Make sure that it's going to fit. Yep, it'll fit. Okay. And again, I will go with the mossy meadow. Matches all the writing. Get this inked up here a little bit. I'm going to the edges of my stamp pad because they're darker there. Everybody goes in the middle. The middle gets lighter. So I'm just going to go to the edges here and see, take off the hair here. Okay, this is going to go just like that. Happy birthday. Alrighty. Now, put that off to the side. I will go ahead and glue this on. Do I have that straight? No, I don't. It's not straight at all. I get another try. I get another try at that. Sorry. That is way too crooked. I'm just going to set this on here. Not going to glue it on, and so that's the reason I didn't glue it on. Because if I don't get it straight and I have to turn it over, then I just wasted this designer paper, and who wants to do that? No one. No one wants to waste the designer paper. I'm going to kind of hang over the top so I try to get it straight. So straighten out my piece of cardstock here. Please get it straight this time. There we go, better. Better. Okay, that's better. All right, so now I can glue this on. Pretty inside, pretty outside. That's what we want. Lovely card. So they don't look in the inside and say, oh, lovely outside. What happened to the inside? They forgot about me. I'm going to turn this over so I can see that I'm on the edge. I'm using that as my background color. There. Okay. Now we're just going to glue this happy birthday. Thank you. Having nice cardstock that you can use either side if you make a little mistake. It doesn't work that way if you have used it for your with blends. You can't necessarily turn it over because they will go right through depending on how much ink you put on. But with our regular classic ink, there's always side 2. It's like part 2, side 2. Just go to side 2 and you're good to go. Okay, a little bit of ink, glue here. Ta-da! Come on. Put that in. Doesn't that look prettier with something inside than just having plain? So there you go. You are lovely. We did custom fit for our words so that it wasn't quite as long. I didn't want to cover up. And there, highlighted that pretty acetate that goes over the flowers. Remembering you can use the silver or the gold side. So there we go. So I am going to, let's see here. Well, I think that I'm going to cut it short at this one card, but I want to share with you also, I'll have some more on Friday. I'll do some more for you on Friday. This is the paper pumpkin for this month. Super cute, just want to say. Super cute. You get 4 of each of these cards. So I did make up the cards as designed by Stampin' Up. So here's one of them. So it has all these little pop-ups. here's the other one. So it uses linen thread in here for a little texture, and then it has things popped up. With this kit, you got the stamp set, which is really cute. Stamp set. You got linen thread, you got glue dots, the mini dimensionals. The color of the kit is Calypso Coral, so you get your spot. You get tags, and these are the pop-ups for on the card. These trees, which just pop out, the trees on the land. Here you can see the one that I took. Okay, and then here's the front, this one, so it comes just like that, one piece. And then the other, here's the base of the cards. So this is the base right here, and look what you end up doing when you add all your pieces. Really, really nice. Front and back is the same color, which is like, hooray, I can cut this up and use it all kinds of ways. And then the other base is just the pretty peacock, so just solid, so that went on there. And then this is a bonus. I was like, oh my goodness. When they showed the envelopes, I thought they were just like lined. You know, like sometimes they'll have the printed envelopes. No, this time you have 8 pieces of this designer paper. It's white on one side, but look at how cool is that to be able to cut up and make other things with. Yay. So I'm excited about playing with this particular kit. And then I want to show you one more thing. So with this kit, you got a free sponge. You also received, let me put this in here, 4 stencils. So really kind of cool and fun. That's what the sponge is for, right? To sponge on the stencils. Let me pull this out of here. And I want to show you. So when I pulled this out and took a look, so let's get a solid background in here so you can kind of see. So here's one stencil, mountains, stars, sun, and clouds. But what I realized when I was I just pulled it out today and was playing with it, is that on, let's see here, let me pull out now I put them underneath there. On the mountains, no, on this one. On this one here. These mountains match here. So here it is, it's all printed, but look, this middle layer matches up with the mountains. So if you want to add some other color in there, you could. If you want to add some color on this side of it, you could, because that matches up. So I thought that was pretty exciting. And a different way to add color to what's already pre-printed with this, or you can create your own mountain scenes. So lots of layering that you can do to create the mountain scenes. So that's a fun little bonus that came in this kit. So there you go. I just wanted to show that to you. On Friday, when I have my follow-up, I will have some additional cards made with this fabulous paper pumpkin set. I'm going to put this all away. There's the cards. So cute. I do have 2 of these paper pumpkins left here. If you are interested in the area, let me know. They're $22. And, you know, if you pick it up. So if you want it sent to you, it would, you know, cost additional for shipping. But if you're in the area and want it, $22. And look at this box. Love the box. I use these boxes a lot for shipping. Because how pretty. You can put your address label right on the center, and you've got a beautiful designed box too to ship with. So that being said, this is the card of the day. This is the March Hostess code. If you want to shop the sale today, don't forget about doing that. And I am going to flip the camera around because I might have to do a little shopping too. Here we go. Hi, Barb. Hi, Terry. see here. Hello, hello. I know the paper is beautiful in this art gallery collection. It is lovely, just like the saying goes. So that's it. I'm gonna let you go. I will see you on Friday. We will do the follow-up cards from, I think when I got carried away was on Tuesday. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I was doing strip piecing and I really got carried away, and then I wasn't gluing them together. So I have them all put together. I will have more from the art gallery to share with you, and then I'll get those pictures posted to the website. And I will have alternates for the paper pumpkin. If you purchase paper pumpkin, this will give you some other ideas if you haven't put them all together yet. Mine came rather late, so that's why I'm kind of late in the month showing you that. But better late than never. It's a lot of fun. It's a great kit. You can, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, there are refills for that kit. So refill means it's everything except the ink and the stamp set, which you already have, so you don't need a double on that. But all the paper goods and all the twine and all that good stuff is in that. So you can look on paperpumpkin.com, mypaperpumpkin.com, under your name, and you can see what sets you can get for refills for different months. So that's it. Let's go shopping. Remember to use the March code. I appreciate that. I will see you on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.